we're going to be casting Moonblast versus Gun. I think there's a lot of upset potential here, and with trolling no longer being a format, I suspect that Team Gun might not be as big as a breeze as people think for them. Moonblast is definitely a pretty good team when it comes to suicide bagging, so I'd like to hear maybe your input, Fusion.
Yeah, I agree because I know that Gun pretty much all the time they always do trolling, and with Mo, I've always seen Mo do like mostly Sui. I've seen him do a little bit of troll, but Sui is better for them.
Yeah, in the past, Moonblast has done a lot of done some trolling, but mainly suicide.
And I think that if Gun were to like maybe take the initiative here so they could beat them, I'd say that they would have to, you know, see if they could, if their bagging is on par with Mo's bagging, because I know that Mo can bag pretty well.
Yeah, I can agree with you there. And with that, do you think maybe we can check out the lineups?
Yeah.
See who's bagging versus who? What we're dealing with here. Yeah, so okay, I take it it's gonna be Joss versus Akio bagging. That's right. Okay, yeah. So I personally have bagged versus Joss in the past, and I've seen him bag a lot versus a lot of different teams. And I gotta say, he's a pretty solid bagger. I know he knows most of the strats. It's not gonna be much of a problem for him going backwards. I haven't seen this particular matchup before, and I actually am not too educated on Team Gun. I know Akio has bagged, but I'm not. I haven't personally played with them too much.
Yeah, I played against them like a few times beforehand. Yeah, Akio does bag a bunch. I would say like, you know, he's all right, but like I don't really think that Sasa would be like, you know, maybe a bit better. But I think Akio could get the job done against Joss though.
I forgot about that. Sasa's like normally their main bagger, so it's kind of interesting to see Akio here. I also want to point out for Team Gun, their main runners, they have Thomas. I know he's a very, very strong runner. Thomas, it wouldn't surprise me to see him break 100 plus this match. Masta, Hakim, am I saying that correctly?
Hakim? Yeah, it's Hakim.
And then Nico here, and this is the French Nico, not to be confused with the German Nico. So for Moonblast, we have Declan, Jaggy, Paul, Tass, and Joss. We already talked about Joss, but I think in terms of running, we're going to see probably Declan up there a lot. I know he's a pretty strong runner. Wouldn't surprise me to see Jaggy playing some of the mid-packing role, slow him down a bit. We are seeing Paul's point of view here, and what's your thoughts on Paul?
Paul, you know, he's one of my good friends. He tends to have like these very every once in a while he has like some strange encounters when it comes to having to play this game, but I think that on his day he can do pretty well, and he just has to make sure that he makes the right decision so it doesn't come to bite him after a while. So I think that he'll do okay.
Match has started here. I know we only briefly covered the surface of both teams. I just kind of wanted to go over the two people I think would be running the most, but I didn't catch the starting positions, but looks like they're going for RBC and Gorge. So I think Mo might have the worst spots here, seeing their Gorge pick. Obviously, with Gorge, nothing's going to stay the same after lap 1. It's a pretty big luck course, a good reset track. So, I suspect on Gun side, I suspect that we might see. Ooh, that TC is very unlucky from the get-go. First pull from Paul. Maybe going to pass it around, and he does end up passing it. It looks like they tried to go to the wide route to avoid the pass, but still gets it there. That was pretty clean. And we see Hakim with these reds. I don't suspect he would slow down, but if he could really, really kill Paul since he has no protection here. And yeah, it doesn't look like he has any shrooms. He's going to be chucking these reds, trying to hit first place. Yeah. It was a good attempt, but nothing seemed to really come from it.
Oh, he does get redded since Jaggy came out of the gap, and it does hit Akeem, so...
Yeah, it was a nice little side red there. I love those kind of reds.
Yeah.
It's like, it hits you from the side, you actually can't do anything. So, these triple shrooms, I suspect he's going to be holding them to the gap. I mean, I really don't, unless you see something else.
By the looks of it, I see that Mo is top 2 right now, and I see Gun there from 3rd to 6th, so I think they might have shrooms in that pack.
And this is an interesting time to talk about the bagging battle. We see one bagger's clearly outrunning the other one in the 10th place battle, so...
That's Joss.
It is Joss. So this could be big for Moonblast. They have a top 2 lead, and they might be pulling shock.
I think he just fell off, too, so it does show that he might have pulled Bill there. So no one
You
has
were
it yet.
right. That's a little unfortunate, you know? 10th place, but... If there... Okay, the Daisy stopped, but if there is no shock in play, like, all of Gun is just going to take the cut at the end. This is going to be a super close MG race.
Ooh. Does use a shroom there. That was very risky. He does
Yeah.
get a POW here. Hakeem does get ready by Taz, and there's a shock right there. Dodging
It was
Master.
risky, and I really don't see a need. Unless they were going to use a shock, chaining the shroom layer really didn't do much.
Yeah, especially since he chained for a POW, so he couldn't really do much afterwards anyway. I wasn't sure who was in first though, like heading into that lap.
I know the pack was so close at the end,
Yeah,
especially
it
with
was.
like how late of a shock there was.
I didn't expect I didn't really expect him to go left to try to do, or at least use the shroom there. Oh, it's a gun race.
Yeah.
Thomas was in first.
That's a big gun race at that. 1, 3, 5, 6. You know, these spots, even though it's a winning race, there really is no like track pick. I mean, you know, there's nothing off the top of your head you can think of for these spots.
Yeah, it's like a mesh between some like maybe I'd say I don't know maybe DDR or
Yeah.
possibly Koopa Cape, since the back the 5 and 6 could get maybe shrooms, or they could get dodge items.
Definitely. It would like benefit front runners, but at the same time, like the back of the pack would just get all kinds of mixed items since both teams are kind of occupying it. We do see the stadium in Delfino coming out, kind of an interesting pick this early on, and we have that one
RC.
lone MC
Here
pick.
comes the circuit tracks.
Oh my gosh! And there's always that one guy, Fusion. I swear.
Yeah, always that one guy. We already know.
So, it wouldn't surprise me to see Paul slow down here, maybe try to get some kind of shrooms. Yeah. Oh, Declan snatches his box there. When he reds
And he
him
does
too.
get red. Oh, okay, that's add insult to injury right there.
Declan kind of showing he's a teammate.
A great one at that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was obviously just a mistake. Probably didn't mean to red him. And with this
Yeah.
kind of course, it really doesn't matter.
That's true. It's best to be in the back at the start.
I think of this course kind of like it's kind of like a mini Delfino. It has like one really busted shortcut and a really, really good shock spot. But besides that, it's kind of hard to run.
Oh, he does get a little nudge from Hakeem right there. And he does get past that TC.
Yeah, we're seeing Paul take the crap out of the stick this race.
Yes, indeed.
That's the thing though with GC and Mario Circuit. I mean, anyone can come back here. He's gonna take the cut. He'll be able to chain a nice 8th place box. A star would be good, but
Maybe we can pull Bill? Oh, he gets a
Ooh,
golden.
you think there's already a shock in play?
Yeah, I feel like there might be shock in play.
We do see Gun sitting there. The Daisy hitting the chomp there, showing that they don't have it.
And there's a POW. Forces
Yeah.
back into using the star.
And there it is. Mo pulled the
There's
trigger.
shock.
Now, that is an early shock. There's probably not going to be a lap 3 one, but it's early enough to where there can be a blue, a POW, some kind of power item.
There's the blue.
Yep. I called it.
I did see Jaggy get hit, so he wasn't able to really capitalize on himself dodging.
Yeah, it's too early.
Oh,
to
wait,
dodge.
did Thomas blue his teammate? Was that Thomas that took that blue?
I don't know. But either way, this Mega coming in from Paul, he's going to be able to squish them and get Mo a top 3? Oh, no.
That's Nico in first.
Didn't realize it, yeah. Still 2-3 coming out, and for them having the shock, being forced to use it early like that, I don't think it was good, Fusion. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
was bad. I saw Jaggy have to go into his dodge early, and when he did dodge, he did get hit. He got stuck in the grass, so it wasn't really beneficial for Mo to have to use it so early.
I think that was a good, yeah, it was a good pal from Gun, forcing them into their dodges early, because they really wanted the chain at that first set.
Yeah, getting
And-
those items would have been like really crucial had he pulled like maybe a golden or triple shrooms from that box.
And you were mentioning earlier, I'm getting aware that it was Declan's blue, so Declan taking
Okay.
out of Gun.
Because it did look like as if Thomas threw it, because it just kind of came like really close to him.
2-3-5 still a pretty close race. I think it's still like around a 10-point deficit here going into race 3, so nothing too crazy. No explosive races yet.
So since Gun finished in 145, I guess they're either gonna pick RBC or they're gonna pick TF.
You think 145?
Probably, because like I mean, he'll probably attempt to just let fourth draft, and then fifth could try to possibly draft second unless he gets out the way, and or maybe you could just go for the box and just try to hit him like immediately so they can keep you can keep top running positions like right away.
I feel like RBC would be the safer pick. Like TF, you really want for top 2-4. It's just that golden like spot. It's so perfect for it. So I wouldn't suspect them pulling TF out this early because it's oh, maybe you're right. One person picked it.
Yep, Nico picked it.
He's a believer.
And there is RBC too. I did say that was one. Like, it was either one of those two that are gonna get picked.
You're right. Or I feel like RBC is the safe pick, but either way, we are gonna be seeing Snowboard Cross. It's the first time I've pronounced it like that in a long time. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing DK Summit coming out, and I think this is like a Mo pick. I think they like this track.
Yeah, it was Joss that picked this, so it should benefit their 2-3.
It's kind of interesting to see like a lot of teams. Just the tracks they pick can be so different than other teams. Like a lot of people just won't pick Summit at all. They don't like it. Same with like DK Mountain. There's a lot of tracks that like. Oh
that's like commonly disliked, and Mo's top 2 just broke down into, I'd say, a Gun top 3.
Yeah, that early bomb would just slaughter them. A good
That's
double.
another Schlagout. I think that was Declan.
30 seconds into the race, and we already see like 3 people just getting demolished.
And he does get a team with the red. That lag was heavy.
That red was clean though. It got him on the zippers, giving him a giant lead, like a pretty sizable lead, not giant. But I think Gun's behind him, so maybe he doesn't want to backspin, doesn't want to be too aggressive here.
Ooh, he does place that fib. It's a pretty good spot too, because
that is a good spot. You can't move at all. You can't do anything.
Can't move from that spot. You're bound to hit it.
Ooh, and he gets an ugly alignment there. I guess he was confident, and I guess he wasn't confident enough. Didn't want to go for double.
You did get a little like double trick right there, so.
And Gun failing double there. I'm surprised.
And he hits the Shy Guy.
A little bit of spaghetti going on.
And I did see a build going on. Oh Jesus, he got.
Gosh, missing the trick.
Block.
And this is giving Moonblast 2-3-4.
Hold on. Will they have shock?
Kaboom! Kapow! Use it. No. Okay.
Ah, that would have been good. That would have been good.
They call him out of cannon. It was Gun that had it. I did not suspect that. We saw it. I think it was a Kyo chilling by the shot guys, but you wouldn't have thought.
Definitely not. Now they're top 2. And Mo with 3-4-5. If they could potentially pull a blue, that'd be very nice, right?
This is Jaggy's time to shine. If he goes for double, which he did not.
No, he's not going for it. Damn.
If Jaggy was the one going for double, he could have possibly. But that blue going in the ground?
What?
It's the laggiest blue of all time.
That does give Thomas first because it was going for Nico. And I think that is 2-3-4.
And even though Gun gets a shock, Mo gets 2-3-4.
What was that blue?
The blue said, "Sayonara, I'm going in the ground. Peace out, guys." How come every me in this room looks pissed? Like the first 7 me's look so angry.
Yeah, they do look angry. Except for
Jaggy.
He looks pretty happy.
Where's Jaggy?
It's a 6th me.
The 5th one looks so unamused.
He looks so upset.
Like, I don't want to be here right now.
Nah, he's a little upset because he's on 8 points right now.
And then Joss coming in with his signature small-eyed me. Ooh, are we gonna see the me coming in from Paul? Oh, come on, please.
Yeah, big man me.
Oh, dude. Dude, the me is the new meta. I'm telling you, it's got the Excel, the mini turbo, drift, just doesn't have the speed.
And it also has great me sounds.
Yeah, that too. So okay, we're gonna be able to see spots here. I don't think either team has 2 crazy spots. Yeah, it's mixed.
Yeah, it's mixed.
Mo is locking down the 4th place though, so maybe the Totes Factory pick. They believe.
Would be a good pick too, and it does come down to also see if anybody can pull the bill.
Yeah.
The first 10 seconds.
Be the one Daisy in room picking Parkway.
Oh boy.
The lone Daisy.
And it's the bagger.
Oh, is it really? That's Akio?
Yeah, it's Akio.
I'm surprised.
Oh,
I would suspect
Big Jungle Parkway.
Yeah. I would suspect in this caliber of a series, this caliber of like a league that, they would be team picking a lot more, but I guess they're confident with either or.
Yeah, they are.
I know Gun does like this track. It seems like a lot of French players like Parkway and Mountain, and I'm not quite sure why.
I understand Mountain, but Parkway, I really can't understand that.
Yeah. From the get-go, Gun kind of sandwiching Paul here. He has banana, so he can keep him behind. But, ooh, yeah.
He does run into Master's. Well, no, Master just attacked him right in the face, and he does. Oh wait, never mind.
Almost gets Declan there.
He just gets. He's gonna get his revenge.
No,
Ooh,
dude.
That TC.
Declan. What are we doing here?
Declan does get sniped by Thomas as well.
A little bit of friendly fire going on, but it's Parkway. There's a shortcut. It could be a shock and play. The bagging battle. Look at that. Look how close they are.
Hakeem Schlagging. I like the schlag right here. Jaggy does block with his bananas, and Paul now has a star.
I think there's like no one from Moonblast up there right now, which can be an issue, especially if Gun pulls the shock here.
I think I can't really see who that is in 8th, but I think that may be Gun for all I know.
Yeah. Looks like
wait,
Taz.
No, that's Taz. Yes, Taz.
Taz and Thomas are fighting it out, and there could be a bill in play from either Thomas or Taz at this point. It's late enough into the race where an 8th place pull could be possible.
And I do see Akio like speeding up like pretty quickly.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
that bomb!
He knew it was there too. He was just too stubborn to use it. Oh.
Yeah, he should have used it.
Just like that, Mo is like slowly falling behind big time.
And you see the top 2, it's both Gun. I saw Master in 1st, and there's Nico in 2nd, and only Declan's up there, and he's in 3rd.
And Akio showing on the mini-map that he probably just pulled shock.
Ooh,
the daisy going forward.
Second does get caught. And I think Akio, I think he might have lagged out of that hit.
Yeah, they have shock. We might be seeing a gun shot happening soon, but can't speak.
Yep, here it comes.
No, I doubt it.
And he does land. I don't. Oh wait, that's Taz that landed in the fib.
If they do, I suspect it's gonna be like a really late, like maybe by the bridge.
Yeah, I think it's by the bridge, but that's gonna favor Mo though if they do get it by the bridge.
I don't know. We see Paul not really having a dodge, and Jaggy unlikely to pull something in 6th.
Yeah, but if they do shock before the boxes,
yeah,
ooh, I think that's Jaggy into Mega.
Yeah, for forcing them to not use it if they do have it here.
Ooh, and you have to be careful here.
Oh, TS called the cut. That's a definite
Taz did have the bill, but I think he actually got 5th out of that.
Just a little too late. Just a tad late.
I think that was bottom 2. I don't know if they got bottom 3.
Was that a Moonblast shock? I'm confused because
I think it was a gun shock because it prevented Paul from going into cut, but Taz did have a bill, and like that was the most logical place you could use your bill.
That's such a giant race. Top 2, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's a massive race.
And that was their pick 2. The TF is coming out now. If I don't see all 5 Gun picking Totes Factory, I'm gonna be so surprised.
Mm-hmm.
This is like prime spots, prime time.
And 3rd can't really do much either because it's all the way on the left.
Yeah, I like the fact that Jackie went into a Mega there to kind of like stop them from shocking. They did, but they had such a lead where it just didn't matter. Maybe they're gonna show us something else.
See what are they going?
No. TF.
I see Paul going for Mario Circuit. Are we gonna see another circuit pick?
It's almost like I'm a magician or something, Fusion.
Mm.
I can predict the future.
Nah, it's just very logical. Come on, man.
I don't know.
You already know. And let's see, will there be another circuit pick?
When they get their track pick, this is giant for Gun.
Yeah, it is because
this race,
if 4th gets that those triples, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, we may see, especially if they get triples, we may see the gap widen, the lead. Gun might kind of break away here in terms of points and racing.
Mm.
They already have around a 20-point lead, so.
They have 26-point lead right now.
Yeah. Oh, getting back to the beginning, that was a nice sneaky red from Gun. And yeah, top 2's gone.
And I think bottom 2 got bombed by Joss.
Mm-hmm. So not as textbook as it could have been, but still a top 2 break, especially with Declan pulling a TC here is huge for Gun.
And he does pass it to Paul unintentionally.
Declan, what are you doing, man?
Oh my God, they've been just like
the whole time
each other.
butting head. Yeah. Butting heads. This is rough to see.
Oh man, and he did pull a Mega right after as well.
Okay, so we see at this point in the race, especially for Gun, it's gonna come down to the baggers.
Yeah, because top 2 is just breaking.
We still
away.
see a Kyo touching boxes, so nothing's in play at this point in time. Like, the race is going to come down to what a Kyo pulls, if Joss pulls Bill, or if Kyo pulls Bill. You're at that point where top 2 has a big enough lead. Nothing's really going to change, even with the blue.
Gun's now top 3.
Oh, and the golden?
And there's a shot.
They did an early shot. Yeah, that was smart from Moonblast. Figuring that.
Let's take out the teammate, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, well, Moonblast needs to catch up, so the lap 2 shock makes a lot of sense, and there's even time for a late shock if possible.
Ooh, that bomb!
It touched his back tire.
I think so. Oh, he pulls a mega. That's huge.
Mega, yeah. And if Gun's behind him, maybe a schlag attempt, but
no, there's no reason to do that.
Yeah, you're right, because the second shock. It's still possible.
Shock. Oh, Jackie does pull a TC. Will he try to pass it to Paul? Like, if he's just gonna take it.
I would have liked to see him slow. Unless there's a shock.
Will there be a mega? Oh, wait, not mega. Shock.
Oh, dude! That would have been so clean. The Pow slams him into the wall, barely misses him with the mega.
Oh, he does get him with that nano. Ooh, that fib.
And the fib swipes Nico,
He got him! He got him!
Unbelievable. Moonblast kind of bringing that back from top 2-4 starting with Gun into a 2-3.
That was I think it was a 2-4 because Akeem got 3rd.
That was so smart of Paul to back behind the fib. Like, you actually couldn't take the ramp at that point without hitting something.
Yeah, unless you like went off the side. And even then you lose a little bit of time.
And getting hit there in that boost panel, it's such an awful position because you have to back up into it and you get like a horrible bounce. Oh. 2, 4, 5, 6 from Mo.
That is, I think that's a losing race by 1 since Joss got last.
For Moonblast?
Yeah, that's a losing race by 1.
Yeah. Either way, it's close. They negated the damage. That's all that mattered there. Any team starting top 2-4 on TF is so scary. And to be able to come back like that it's hard.
But you always gotta make sure you do the right play so that way they don't break away.
Yeah.
Especially since they were top 2 with like a pretty sizable lead.
I think that the lap 2 shock was the right play on that note. Waiting until lap 3
right one.
Wouldn't have been as good, especially since they would have broken away harder and dodged.
And they probably would have put a lot of traps down there too that they couldn't see.
With Moonblast being fourth, I was hoping to see a RBC pick, but it looks like the whole world wants to go sightseeing in a volcano. So, just want to point out race 6, and the war is relatively close. We did a poll on the MK Boards YouTube, and I think if I'm correct, most people assumed that Mo was going to lose by less than 30. So we're kind of seeing that here, where they're holding it together. And just by majority vote, it seems like they're behind by a little bit. So the poll makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense because like it does look pretty close between these two teams. So it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean, Gun being used to suicide or to being used to troll. I mean, it can be a changer,
Yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me if they practiced more suicide, but I do want to get into the race.
I did see someone fail a rock, and Nico makes rock. I think that was Jackie over there that also made rock.
And with Nico making rock, probably showing that he has 2 shrooms, so this snipe attempt could be huge. If he can get him and force a shroom out of him.
He is throwing all these greens. One of them might hit him, though. Okay,
yeah.
Barely missed him.
I would have liked to see used a little bit more strategic of greens, but Nico wouldn't surprise me to see a lap 2 rock hop.
Or maybe even a lap 2 respawn, and maybe he just dodges. Oh, there's a blue.
There's that blue, and yeah, he does dodge, and he's going to just take the respawn.
Yeah, he is going to take a respawn. Will there be a shock?
Because he probably had a really awful alignment if he would have gone for rock. Because
I see blue. 2 more going for respawn as well. I see one of them is Master. I don't know who the other one is.
Now, Fusion, look at the minimap, though. They got a daisy by who made the strat.
Ooh, that's huge for Gun, then.
Yeah, and especially them being top 2. They could do a TS. Blue.
And there's a POW.
That POW use was definitely calculated.
Yeah,
they POW'd as there was a blue. Yeah.
And there's a shock.
They did kind of a late cancel. I don't really know whose shock that was.
I think that might have been a Mo shock, for all I know.
I don't know, though, but with Akio being in 10th, No, but let's see what Paul pulls here. If he pulls shrooms, he's taking it now.
Oh, he pulls a POW.
It's still good though. He's able to pound Nico and kind of force him to take a horrible line. And these greens could be a game changer at the end if he can snipe him.
He does gotta play it like really carefully though if he's gonna try to do that. Ooh, he pulls the golden and Master does.
I think Nico still got fourth there.
I also think he might have gone fourth unless Paul somehow like managed to beat him by like milliseconds. But yeah, that was a bad race for Gun. I saw all of them just pretty much back there, so it might have been a top 3 for.
We don't know because Paul was also in the middle spot, so it's kind of hard to see.
I was checking the mini map.
Top 4-9, a perfect race. What? I did not see that.
I didn't even know where Taz was the entire race, or even Declan actually.
Damn, narrowing the gap there. It is probably now in Mo's favor.
It is in Mo's favor by like I'd say 10.
But that was such a giant race, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty much just narrowing the gap even more, and it's just making it super duper close between these two teams.
I didn't think it was gonna be this close, to be honest.
I thought it would have been really close because I know that with the fact that Gun doesn't really prioritize Sui, I think Mo had a better chance of, maybe taking the initiative.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that they pulled out Akio instead of Sasa here. Maybe Akio has a little more experience on Suicide, but I don't think that's like the only determining factor because Gun has been a Division 1 team for quite some time. I know MKPS doesn't really do divisions, but they've been up there.
We do see Peach Gardens to nullify that top 4.
Yeah, that's sad. If they would have gotten a track pick, like a BCW, that would have been nasty. Instead, we're picking flowers.
Yeah, we get to smell the flowers.
I wonder what this garden smells like. So it seems like Paul's gonna be the one stopping in 8th.
Pulls a star, and there's an again.
How many times has this happened?
Second time. Oh dear. He's got to really. He's got to. If he sees it, he has to use it because he's not gonna get away on time because of that radius.
Yeah. I mean, we go from seeing a Mo top 4 to like instant bottom 3 on gardens.
But
I would have maybe liked to see more on though.
You kind of want to be like in the back, but like not too far away, so you can pull other better items. I don't think they're bottom 3.
You always want to have, like, regardless of the track, you always want to have that first place runner that's holding the top spot.
That is Hakeem right now, from what I've seen. I think Thomas is up there with him. Yeah, Thomas is up there with him.
Paul definitely gonna hold the stream for the cut.
Oh, there's a POW?
Yeah, forcing him to not be able to take it there.
I think Jaggy's, that's Taz. I got forced into a star. And Master just shrooming up.
Once again, Akio showing their dominance in the bagging battle. 10th place. Most of these races have actually, a lot of them have come down to shock, so I'm interested to see how this one's going to play out.
Yeah, if they get that shock, like, and they do it either first or they do it in the chain chomp set, that's going to be pretty big for Mo.
It's predictable, though. That's the thing. Like, either team is going to dodge the shock most likely.
Especially with Nico in their bag. But I think Nico, if he has shroom, he just shroom up like right now and not hold whatever he's holding too long.
You have Paul here using the star a little early, and there it is.
Akio does dodge him. He tried to star Akio, but it was too late.
I don't like that early shock. I feel like that first set shock. I feel like it benefited Mo more than anything.
Jackie does pick up that ground star from Joss, so that puts him at I think it's 2-3-4 right now.
At this point, all you gotta do is just watch out for his back spams. Just play it safe, don't get hit by anything, and maybe you can shroom up at the line.
Nah, he won't be able to pass him because he has to be very, very cautious. He's gonna try to snipe him. Ooh, just barely misses him.
Jackie gets hit by it.
Jackie gets hit by that.
I think he had to go tight to avoid the greens bounced off the wall, and it's one of those things where if they would have just played it safe and not gone for like such a aggressive play there, it would have been a 2-3-4.
I think he still got 2-3-4 because I saw him just nail Hakeem at the line.
Okay. And 2-3-4-5 for Mo, putting them in the lead. Well, even more in the lead.
Yeah, that shock was a little questionable since it was dodging only Nico, who was all the way in 8th, and if they hadn't used it there, Paul was gonna try to start out of him.
Before this match started, if I would have told you that Mo was up going into GP3 222 to 205, would you have believed me?
Probably, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like either team could win. All I know is that it wouldn't be a blowout.
Yeah, that was kind of my my thought process, but the top 4 just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it did. Because like no one expected that to happen. I didn't even see Taz or Declan for like most of the race. I only saw Jackie and Paul, and then all of a sudden they just come out of nowhere and bam, top 4 9.
Yeah, top 4 and Grumble that's a rare sight.
Yeah, that's very difficult.
Let me see that.
But since they got that race and they also got a very good RPG race, they're in the lead by 16 now. And if they can hold off this lead, then they'll be able to beat them right here. And it's going to be a pretty crucial victory for either team, since
for real,
knowing how stacked that group is, a win is like very, very, very much of a priority.
Who else is in the group? Do you know by any chance?
I know APE is in the group. Mal's in the group. MW's in the group. I think they play either tomorrow morning or Sunday, and also HS. But
oh yeah, Group C. Yeah, they have 7UP, Mal, Ape. That's definitely the most stacked, one of the most stacked groups in these stages. But
I think it's the most stacked in my opinion.
If you think about it, if Mo can beat Gun, then that's like a potential upset in the group stages. Like that's someone might not move on that's supposed to, if that makes sense.
No, I feel like actually yeah, you might be right, because if did Mallet and Gun already play together, like play against each other?
If I recall, yes, but I do want to get into this race. Keep the momentum going here.
Ooh, that was a nice snipe, but on his teammate, and Taz does red Paul.
The red sneaking behind the wall. And the bomb, dude. All these items so early into the race. Gosh.
Yeah, there's been a lot of team kill from Declan lately.
And you know what's good about it though? You team kill and you don't take it personally and you move on.
Yeah, you just relax.
That's the thing that separates these teams from, they're more of a friend group than anything. They know it's not a personal thing.
Plus, being in the back at the start is pretty crucial, since you can pull some dodges and just hold them out for a while.
Yeah, RBC is crazy because like you can have that top 2 breakaway because of all the amazing backspin tots, and then you can have that guy in last. It's just
I saw Joss hit Akio off on the bridge section, so Joss is in the lead in the bagging right now.
Redding Task there, that was kind of a impulsive play, hitting the wall and maybe getting a little frustrated by it, but Mo bottom 3 here. Joss winning the bagging battle. He is a monster at RBC, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he's running really fast.
Doesn't look like he pulled it though.
I wonder if Bill's in play, because I haven't seen anybody having to like really slow down and just jump off like right away.
If Jaggy doesn't shroom up, it might be in play. Jaggy could have it at this point, unless he's holding a star. You gotta keep in mind that Joss is winning the bagging battle, so maybe they're banking on it.
Ooh, that's a little risky right there, having to shroom. He doesn't bump him off though, thankfully.
Would have gotten Jaggy off. This is like looking like a gun race though. Look at them all up there. You just see so many GUNs.
All you see, like all I know is that Declan is in first. He's holding it down. Jaggy does get hit. He isn't. Yeah, he definitely has Bill. He has to have it.
Yep. There it is. Coming up, and he was holding a star.
He was holding a star.
I knew it. He believes in Joss.
Yeah, he does.
There. 2 of them dodge, and Gun having triple greens behind him. Little does he know, he's got a present coming at him.
Yes, he does nail him.
Yeah.
And Paul does pull a golden.
So at this point, if Declan can hold first, this race won't be so bad. But all you need, he's got 1 more set to not get blued.
And there could be a potential late shock. Oh, Jaggy does have a TC.
Unlucky pull. If you're Paul there,
just got killed on the bridge right there.
No one wanted that TC.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a 1-3-4 from Mo, unless there's a late shock right here.
Look at that though. You see like,
ooh, the pow! That's a huge pow.
Oh my god! And Jaggy gets 5th because of that.
Top 2, 4, 5. That was a perfect pow.
Gun may have the spots, but do they have the items? That's the question here.
That was a very good pow. I think it was from Jaggy that did the pow, because powing at that spot, especially when you're on the right side, it's really difficult to go to the left side without wasting at least a good 3 seconds.
We're on 3rd GP, and Mo is increasing their lead by a lot. They're up more than 30 now after that race.
They got top 2, 4, 5. That was huge.
3 more races to go, and it's pretty tight here. Who would have suspected? I thought it was going to be close, but they're running away with it.
Yeah, they're starting to run away.
And like you said, that POW spot, it's so dirty. You can't do anything. You're being slowed down no matter what.
Plus, also, like, there's basically that big shift in momentum, because at the start of the match, Gun was ahead by a good bit, and now it's Mo that's ahead by a good bit.
Yeah. Tides have turned. I want to see Gun kind of bounce back these last 3 races and maybe keep it close. Show us why they got here in the first place. Same with Mo. I mean, upset would be really cool. I'm just excited to see this match as a whole. And it looks like they're contemplating the move you pick. They're talking it out in call. They go Moonblue or BCW. Well, Moonblue, like you can draft. BCW, just.
I feel like it'd be better to go BCW. Just from the fact that, you know, you're playing as French players and you never know if a bomb car is just going to lag right onto you.
You're right. That is a thing to take into account. Moonview Highway, oh my gosh. You get bumped around. Cars exploding everywhere.
Yeah, there's not much you can do.
It's evil. The car explodes and you just hear like Nico laughing through your TV.
Oh man.
The curse. Yeah, it looks like we are playing BCW here.
I anticipate that I'm pretty sure the top 2 is gonna try to, like, you know, throw everything at or is behind them.
I don't know, but they don't want to kill that. They don't want to do that.
And there it is.
Doesn't matter though. They're still holding down top 2. This actually isn't too bad. Jaggy and Paul can get some kind of flag items, maybe get a star.
He is gonna try to red a Keem, and he does get a Keem.
There's that bomb we're talking about. Wrong track though.
That bomb. and he does get the squid immediately.
Squid Kid.
Yeah.
No, I'm not too sure how confident Paul is on. Shit. I'm not too confident. I want to see if Paul goes for the glitch here.
I don't think he's normally a glitch taker.
Glitch is so satisfying when you take it. Just going through that wall and like seeing you go from 7th to 1st. You're like, oh.
It's kind of cheap.
And oh no.
Stream's kind of lagging a little bit.
We're good. We're good.
Blue.
We're back on lap 1. We're reliving. What's that movie where they relive the same day over and over again?
Hold on a second. I gotta refresh my stream.
There it is. Looks like we're back. We're on lap 2. This is looking to be the right stream.
Yeah.
Lap 2, 2 streams for Paul.
Declan is holding down first while Thomas and Master are behind him. Oh, jeez. More lag.
Lagging again. A little bit of technical difficulties here. Either way, I still think Moonblast is running in top 2. I apologize for this, guys. I know this isn't what you wanted to see in the last GP. Of this super close match. It looks like Paul froze time. He's thinking about his next play. No, dude.
Oh, and I got a network error. I got to refresh again. Yep. Yeah, we're going to have to refresh stream once again and see if anything has changed. Nope, nothing has changed. It's still lagging on Paul's end.
Yeah.
Do you think we could, like, do you think we have, like, time maybe, you know, switch to a different one?
Someone's saying to go to Thomas's stream. Maybe we can cast Thomas real quick.
Yeah, Thomas is streaming right now. And he just pulled a blue. It just chucked it.
We are refreshing it, and we're on lap 3. There it is. We're back.
And Paul got blue just then.
Maybe there it is. Full screen. We're here. Top 2. How did we get here? Moonblast covering the top 2 spots here. Might be seeing a backsim at the end to get even more spots and increase their lead.
I hope you realize that you're looking at, I think that's Thomas' screen.
And we are looking at Thomas' screen. Gets the snipe at the end. That was dirty.
I
didn't realize it at first. I thought that was Paul. I was like, why did the quality change?
Yeah, the quality improved drastically.
We shifted gears and just like that, took out Jaggy, and that is looking like a gun race.
Yeah, they did pull a nice 4-place blue, and then he just destroyed Jaggy there.
I was wondering why he was so aggressive. I was like, you gotta watch out, man. Jaggy's right in front of you.
Okay, Paul does say in chat that he is back, but I don't... oh, excuse me. I don't really know what we're gonna do now. Like, will we switch back, or should we just stay on here just in case he ends up lagging again?
Thomas may have saved the race, but it's not the kind of race they want when they're down over 30 points with 2 races remaining. So what are we seeing here? We have 2 races left. We have Gun being 1-4. They have the 4th place. They have spots for a really, really good track pick. They just need to get their track pick and get their head in gear here.
Mm-hmm.
we've kind of seen ever since GP2, the momentum has slowly shifted in Moonblast's side, and they're looking to take this whole match. If Gun can bring it back here, get at least a plus 15 race, this is doable. They're gonna want something more though. This is
We're watching Paul again.
Yeah, so this is now Paul's POV. So we're back to that. Get a little burnout here, and maybe gonna pull some kind of shroom item first set. Maybe
pulls a star.
It's a star.
Which is not too bad.
Yeah, the only thing about DDR is if you pull a star before the ultra, it gets hit though, and yeah, he's way too far behind to be holding this any longer. He's gonna need to pull the trigger.
Oh, he nearly gets clipped.
If you're Moonblast, you want them to hit you there.
Yeah, you really do, but you know what?
You know what?
Pan fishing here, boy.
Oh, and there's that bomb! Finally! He learns!
Finally, he doesn't let himself get bombed.
Third time's the charm. Booming once. Shame on me. Or other way around. Damn it.
He does use these stars to catch up, knowing that he's very far back, and you don't want to be far back on this track because it's impossible to get back up there.
Yeah, and with Moonblast, I think they're bottom 4 here.
No, they're not bottom 4. Right? I know that Masters in last.
Taz is 4th, but still not the spots you want on DDR. If you want to be holding those front running spots, and as well having that last place position, he'll be able to take cut too. So this is looking really promising for Gun.
If they have shock, if Gun has shock though, then it's gonna be a different story. But
we see a Daisy in 10th.
I do see Nico just got hit by something. I don't know what it was, but now it's only I think it's only Thomas up there.
Is this the race that Gun needed?
That's the wrong way.
Declan pulling a TC2. Fusion, I think this is it. This is the race they needed.
Yeah, this might be, but it depends on who has shock because it's really tail.
In the bagger battle, I think someone had to fall off, and Akio jukes him out there. Ankles. Akio showing he has shock here. Paul dodging is going to be huge.
Yeah, but he does have to know, like, the best thing that Akio should do is just hold it. Don't take any chances. Hold it.
Here it is. Using it at the end, and a top 2, yeah.
Oh, that looks like Jocelyn stole his TC.
Oh, dodging up at the end, and boom, top 2-5 coming in for Gun.
Top 3-5.
Top 3-5. Joss wasn't up there?
No, Joss is bagging, isn't he?
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah,
is that a top 3?
That was gonna be a top 4, but I think Nico either landed on Joss and Josh just swiped his TC.
This is the story we all wanted to see here.
They just got a top 3-5, and that was a massive one.
Gun coming back.
That was a top 3-5, not a top 4.
Here it is, Moo Meadows.
What they have to go get some milk. Oh shoot.
We had a hard fought war just to go to Moo Meadows, but just like that, Gun is now only down 18 points.
Oh, Monyz hasn't put in the score. Hold on, I gotta quickly put. It was a top 3-5, yeah. Top 3-5-10.
2 races left.
Ah.
We did see a DC. You're right. We got 2 left, but narrowing the gap there.
Yeah, but
between them.
At a point
in time, it was like plus 40 for Mo. That race single-handedly brought them back.
Yeah, now they're only down 18. If they get a decent race here, then it's like last race is gonna be for all the marbles.
I'm kind of interested to see, to hear what their call is like, because when you keep losing, it can really get depressing in the call, and when you get such a huge race, it kind of brings back the spirit.
He does get nailed by Akeem. I knew he had triple greens weather, and he just made no effort to get out of the way. He does back Thomas though.
This mega. What do you suspect he does with this?
He's gonna hold it unless Master passes him this TC.
But either way, this is fine because he can schlag or just take the cut.
Well, I don't think he's gonna hit these guys personally.
Yeah, there it is. I knew it.
Oh,
he wants to get them behind.
Good.
He might have only hit one of them, but getting anything out of anyone is good.
And they are 2-3-4, so if they pull the blue and get Hakeem out of there.
This is where Paul shines, showing he is the superior schlagger, keeping them behind. Even if there's a shock, they can't pass him with these reds. Oh
Hakeem does get taken out as well, and he has a bomb.
Bomb, triple reds, bomb.
Oh, there's a shock.
No.
Team just refreshed on its own. But yeah, Gun dodges before the boxes, so now it's just going to be a chaos up there.
What is going on?
Hakeem pulls a TC. That's going to be really, really bad for him. Unless he can get this past to Declan. Paul's going to shroom up. He gets some more shrooms.
There it is.
He's holding a... Oh, Nico does throw that red ahead. He gets a mega right after.
A mega right at the end. Is he gonna squish him?
Okay.
No, barely avoids Jaggy.
Okay, this lag is heavy.
It looks like Jaggy had to hit the wall to avoid the mega there.
I don't know if Nico might have beaten him. I think Jaggy just like just barely had to like did a little slowdown.
And was that was a fairly even race, right?
That was a gun top 2 though. They did dodge before the boxes.
There is now probably a less than 10-point lead going into race 12. The pressure is on here. Who do you
it was a 1-3. It was a 1-3. So I think, let's see, was that? I think they lost that by 1. Mo, I think they lost that by 1.
Thomas going huge here. I did suspect he was gonna be scoring. He was gonna be their main frontrunner here. It's kind of not a surprise at this point.
Yeah, he just went off for double nickels.
But there is one race left. Who is winning this match? Time will tell.
We're about to see. Because it was only, I think it was only a +1 for a gun. It was a +1, yeah. So it's the difference is 17, and I think if they get a top 3, they could gun could win it, like top 3 or top 2, 4, 5.
At this point, though, all Mo has to do is lock down first. They win if they lock down first. I don't even think a 2, 3, 4, 5 is more than +17. Am I wrong?
Yeah, they are up 17 right now. The scores still need to be changed.
Mo up 7 apparently. Apparently there was a penalty, or Jaggy's saying there may be a penalty because of the DDR race.
Wait, what happened then? Oh yeah, the TC
swipe.
TC.
But either way, this is going to be like a really, really close last race, and it wouldn't surprise me if this comes down to shock.
Yeah, so it's basically 7 because of the fact that his TC did get stolen. So
yeah, like most of races have come down to the shock and play, or there not being a shock and just running away. So like at this point, the pressure is probably really on for Akio and Joss. And especially with a track like BC3, which in all these luck tracks they're picking, there can be like 2 shocks on BC3. Sherby is a giant luck course. You can front run it, but we are going to be seeing Delfino Square as the last race here, and this is kind of a weird pick.
Well, let's pick Delfino.
Yeah.
So I feel like what does a top 2 give you? Like just
top 2? +6 or 7? I don't know. I think Gun picked this though. It makes sense. They picked it because they feel like if they get shocked, it can be a giant race. That would be my assumption.
Thing is that they would like the best thing for whoever gets a shot to do is to just hold it till lap 3. Oh, there's the bomb again.
There's the bomb. He
slows down on time. He didn't lose it this time.
How many times has this man been bombed?
He's been bombed and he's not able to hold on to that star for long enough. So
if he wouldn't have gotten bombed, he could have chained the star and been a really good spot. But either way, it looks like he slams off Thomas there, or maybe not. It could just been
I didn't. And they are 2, 3, 4 gun, and I think it's Declan in first. No, Declan's not in first. I think Taz is in first.
So they're gonna be taking Paul's gonna be taking double next lap. At this point in time, though, with how many spots Gun has, they're just gonna want to backspam and get anything out of the people behind. They know they're gonna be taking the cut, so just backspam them. Don't let them.
I don't know who might have shock. I think Akio might have it since he's just just going. He's going forward just by himself.
Him having it would also explain why Gun was just running in top 4.
I see Joss in the bill. So Akio must have it. And if they do have it, that's huge for Gun.
Yeah, this isn't a good spot to be in for Mo. I mean, it's nice to have those first place spots, but like
they're top 3 right now, and if there's a shot coming, then it's gonna be all over for them.
What do? We have top 2 locked down, Delfino Square. This isn't what you want to see. The shock's probably going to come in very, very soon.
It's going to get them after boxes. They better not risk stock. They just go straight ahead. Yeah, and there it is.
There it is. Getting him into the set. Jaggy gets killed. Is this it?
Let's see. I think someone's just shrooming up. Akeem does not have a... Ooh, Declan did dodge, but I see Master going up.
Is he the savior here?
Oh, wait, Master fails.
He fails.
And there's a blue
coming in. He has a shroom.
He's getting rid of those. He's gonna run it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He has the shroom.
Oh my god!
Right at the end, he sacrificed himself to get that too, and
That's
they top
a
win for Moonblast. Who would have thought?
Holy cow! Did you see that red? That was insane.
That red, he hit himself in the process.
It was worth it. They won that. Oh my god, dude.
Himself. I think he was goldening.
Ah, dude, that was insane ending. That was an insane ending.
That was crazy. I'm gonna say it. I believed in Mo. I believed in Mo from the start. I was one of the people that thought it was gonna be really, really close, and they showed me I was right. Moonblast keeping it together there at the end. A top 2, 4, 6, 10.
That shock. I honestly thought that shock was like gonna be over for Mo, but I saw Master failed, and then they just got that blue at the end. That was just perfect.
Yeah, Master failed. Hakeem getting blued after dodging. Declan also predicting the shock. That was a really, really good ending. So that was race 12. I think we're gonna get into the final thoughts here. I know we didn't get to talk too much about the lineups, but I think that Moonblast lineup, besides the few fails we had from Declan and Paul kind of button heads in the beginning, I think for the most part they were able to keep it together and just utilize their teamwork and their item play to the best of their ability. That's all I can really say. I feel like both teams played pretty well and had their ups and downs. The Grumble race was super crazy. I didn't see that coming. I think it's kind of what gave Moonblast the initial momentum to continue through and get that lead.
And also that ending there too, because like that was basically gonna like Mo got the better of that, and because of that exchange that they won the race. If it wasn't for that little exchange with the Reds, they probably would have lost it.
But even then, if a top 2 wasn't enough, that was one of the most hype matches I've casted of MKPS so far.
Yeah.
And I know I said this last cast, but just want to reiterate, this is still the group stages. There's a winner's bracket, a loser's bracket. There's so much more to come for this league. Super stoked that we have this for Mario Kart Wii.
Man, I wonder how they're feeling right now in the call after that.
You know Moonblast is really happy. That was probably a lot of pressure on them there.
Yeah, especially since, like, Gun, I'd say, is, like, one of the favorites to get out of the group. But after seeing, Mo get that very crucial win, I could see them possibly advancing through to the winners bracket. Can
we see the standings? Yeah, Mo beat 8. It's kind of expected there. Looks like they have, they're 1-1 before this match, and beating Team Gun puts them ahead of them. Moonblast moves up. They're now in 3rd place in the standings, and Gun is gonna take their 2nd loss this season. This group stage. Their 1st loss going to MW by a little bit. So
that victory was a crucial one, though.
Yeah, that was crazy, but I think that's gonna do it for us. I don't really have much else to say. That was such a crazy match. And with that, on behalf of MK Boards, I'm Vincent.
This is Fusion.
And we're signing off. Peace out, guys.